Hi guys and welcome back. So today we open door number 16 in our self-working advent calendar of 2023, where I drop a video of an easy but powerful card trick every day all the way till Christmas, so you can pick your favorites to perform and amaze and entertain your family and friends during the Christmas celebrations or be the life of the New Year's party. So I'll show you the performance on one day and the tutorial on the next, except for on the 25th Christmas day, where I will show you both in one video. So this means 13 world-class tricks in total. And today we have the tutorial for another awesome trick I showed you yesterday, so make sure to go watch the performance first if you haven't, and then come back here and learn this, because this is a great one. Let's get into it. So for this trick, at least if you want the presentation I did yesterday, you need two decks, or at least one deck in its case like this, and another case without a deck in it to represent the fantasy deck, so to speak. As I said, you have to go and watch the performance for this to make sense, because this whole trick is based on a stacked deck. Now, this is the most famous stacked deck out there, probably. So some of you will know this stack, but some of you who knows it will still be a little bit confused because I do it a little bit differently. And I'm gonna explain to you how I do it and why I do it a little bit differently. So this is Si Stebbins deck, Si Stebbins stack, okay? So this principle was published in the 1500s, way back, okay? But it's made famous by Si Stebbins. So the stack is this. It's a kind of mathematical stack, you could say. So there are different ways of doing this stack. A very normal way of doing it is using the SHASTE acronym. That's probably how most of you do it. So that would be clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds, okay? I do like this. I have spades, hearts, clubs, and diamonds, okay? And this is the reason for this, and I learned this from Roberto Giobbi, as so many other things. The reason for this is because to me, and for many others, it's much easier to visualize than to actually recite something mentally. So the spade, it has 1 point, right? So that is the first one, number 1. The heart has 2 little kind of lumps like that. So that's the second one, number 2. After that comes the clubs, which has 3 of these kind of circle things. And number 4, the fourth card, is the diamonds with 4 corners, okay? So instead of reciting something mentally, we can simply visualize this, okay? And to me, this makes a lot of sense. Now, the second thing, when it comes to value, they differ 3 between each card. So this is an ace, that's 1, and then, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 3 more is a 4, and 3 more after 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. So after that comes 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, okay? So there's a difference in value by 3, okay? After 10 comes 13, right? 13, that's the king. And after 4 comes 1, and we remember there is 1 kind of point in spades. So this means this has to be the king of spades. And after the king of spades, after a king comes a heart, okay? 2 lumps. And we have king, and then we have again, so king, ace, 2, 3. So it has to be 3, the 3 of hearts, and so on and so forth. So next, the 6 of clubs, okay? The 9 of diamonds, and so it goes on. Okay, all the way through. So if you want to, I mean, just set this up because you need to understand it, but you can still watch, pause and watch the setup in its entirety like this, okay? Now, so this is the whole secret behind it. To get the rest, you really have to watch, as I said, the performance video. But to go over it quickly, so we have this in here at the beginning. We take these out. So this represents reality, this represents fantasy. So we ask the first spectator to, or before, we can do, of course, a false kind of shuffle. For example, the Charlier shuffle is perfect for this because it doesn't shuffle the cards, but it does cut them. And that's perfectly okay. It's perfectly okay to cut the cards how much you want, because the cyclical order will always be the same, of course. So you can watch the video popping up right now if you want to learn the Charlier shuffle. Okay, and after that, you get both spectator to cut the cards, maybe a couple of times, like so, and you go to the second spectator, or however many you have, okay? And then you tell them, as you turn away, and you can show them this, so that there's no misunderstanding, you ask them to cut, complete the cut, take the top card, okay, and don't look at it, turn the entire pack over, and just slide it in there somewhere, okay? And then you turn this over again, you place it back on top, and you turn away, and they do that. Some spectator knows about the concept of marked cards, so you can even point that out. Even if I have marked cards, I wouldn't be able to see this because I'm turning my back, and then you turn the deck over, right? So they do that, they cut, they take the top card, they don't look at it, they turn this over, and they slide this in there, okay? Just like so. And now this is, you know, depending on your performance style, but it can be fun. Just have the other spectator take the other cards, so to speak, shuffle them, have them mimic a cut, do it yourself, and, you know, have them cut. And now you can even say, okay, so now we've both shuffled and cut both of the decks, kind of, you know, to insert the false memory, more or less, and then have them mimic the same thing as you turn away, and then you turn back, you take the imaginary cards, you spread it out, okay, and by now, you know, of course, what card they have placed face down. Remember, after spades comes hearts, and, you know, ace, 2, 3, 4, right? So you don't have to do that with your fingers, obviously, but just to make it really clear, you know, 3 more, so it's the 4 of hearts, and we know that, okay? So we spread this, and we say, okay, I can see the face down card. Oh, the 4 of hearts. Okay, let's see if the two worlds, the imaginary world and reality, if they actually collide today, okay? And you spread this out, you have one card face down, and it's the 4 of hearts. And that gets great reactions, because this is a great trick. Now, of course, the Si Stebbins, the trick in its essence is simply they cut, you look at the bottom card, and you know what the top card is. So in this case, it would be the king of clubs, you know? But that's not much of a trick. So you have to frame it, you have to come up with a kind of presentation. In my experience, this presentation I just did works great and gets great reactions. So let me know what you think in the comments. I love this. Let me know what you think about this way of doing the Si Stebbins, if you weren't familiar with it before. So remember, I'm going to release a new video tomorrow, so make sure to like this video and subscribe and press that notification bell so you get notified tomorrow when I release the performance of another awesome card trick. Now see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.